So Praneeth, can we start?
Yes,
Hello.
yes. Should I turn on my camera now?
हाँ जी, I'm waiting for.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Praneeth. So good afternoon, and so you have been traveling for 2 days, I think. It seems like to me.
Yeah, I'm out, like I'm in my relative's house now
Achha, you're in Vijayawada or Mumbai right now?
in Vijayawada.
Vijayawada.
Yeah.
So Vijayawada, I think weather is same like Mumbai, isn't it? Like just like a port kind of a city.
It has a river bed and it is kind of cool but very hot during summers. Yeah.
So Praneeth, today you are addressing people who are actually preparing for CAT 2024, and there are free batches what we conduct. These are the people who are looking at, and they would be asking questions even. But before that, I would like you to guide the people how exactly they should be pacing, how they should schedule, how they should plan the whole year, and you can easily understand what kind of a mental state they are in. Just like 1 year from, just like in your time, maybe let's say CAT 2023, when you had just at that time when you started preparing for CAT 2024. So, एक साल में in 1 year, what exactly the plan, schedules, strategy, section wise, how they should be planned?
So regarding that, I have already prepared a set of slides
Achha,
and I
slides.
would like to focus more on
Should I switch
exam
off?
temperament. Yeah. So
Should I switch off my video and everything? You want to show slides?
yeah, I want to show slides.
Okay, then I'll switch off my video and the audio so you can start presenting the screen.
So yeah, just a little pretext. I've prepared slides
Okay,
for focusing more on exam temperament and how
okay,
do we stay focused even with preparation, and that is not very extensive.
okay.
So I would like to focus on that aspect because there will be many other videos and many other people who
Correct,
would
correct,
be speaking
correct,
on tips, strategies, scheduling, everything else. So
correct,
I'll be
correct, correct.
focusing on what worked, what actually worked for me, and I
Okay.
think that would be more appropriate for my
Actually,
session.
Praneeth, what I've seen is IIT Mumbai name keeps on coming over and over.
Yeah,
Even I recall last year, even last year. So even if you look at the 100% there are 200% from even IIT Mumbai.
yes,
So let's
that's
say what exactly is the difference between IIT Mumbai and IIT Kharagpur and even IIT Delhi? One guy actually got it. So
yeah.
how the Mumbai keeps on putting so many toppers I've seen in CAT. So what exactly you see in Mumbai? What exactly it brings to the table?
So one thing I think studying at an IIT
Hmm.
improves is
So
how
how is
we
IIT Delhi different from your IIT Mumbai?
IT. Okay, you want
IIT,
the difference between
IIT
Delhi?
Delhi usually when we go for the JEE and all,
Yeah,
Kharagpur and Delhi even has the same kind of an attraction. I think more than Mumbai. But
yeah.
you look at after BTech and all, I see the whole trend moving much just like Mumbai seems to be much more bigger than Kharagpur and even Delhi.
Yeah, the trends has changed a little in the recent years. There's more attraction towards Delhi.
Acha,
But if we go back to 2, 3 years ago, and from 15 years ago or something, there's a constant attraction towards Mumbai. The top 50, top 100 candidates choose Mumbai.
okay.
So this is what in Mumbai there's a basically it's a cream of very intelligent students.
No, but
And
how is it not in IIT Delhi? I see. You remember na JEE में
yeah, yeah.
uh, the ranking if the people will go Mumbai will stand at somewhere third or fourth. Am I not right?
No, no, no.
Hmm.
At least in the year I gave JE, that is 2020, it is top 50. I think two people went to Delhi
Achha,
or something. Everyone else is in Mumbai.
Mumbai. Achha, okay, that's great. Even you were from Vijayawada, so going to Kharagpur, Delhi, even Mumbai would have been the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chalo, ठीक है. That's a good point. Yeah, please carry on. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, so there's a cream of top students put in the same room, and that will develop a good competitive spirit, and that will develop what you call during exams. Every exam is a competitive exam.
Correct.
Every exam you're competing with the top 100, top 200 students in the nation in that year.
Mm,
So this will teach you how to uh, develop working under pressure. There's a
mm.
constant pressure, and this will. So there is one point I would like to highlight, that learning this working under pressure, handling pressure is a learnable skill. It is not something you're born with. It is not something you
I
need to
didn't understand the learnable skill. What does it that means?
learn. It means you can grow, you can learn working under pressure. You can learn how to tackle pressure during exams. It
So
is
you
not.
mean to say working under pressure you learn. Okay, that's the point you're making.
Yeah, and
Mm,
so there'll be a lot of times where people will be saying, I cannot handle the pressure in exams. There's that I perform very well in mock tests, but in the real exam
mm,
I can't handle the pressure.
mm,
So this pressure can be learned. This pressure can be simulated in a real time, and this pressure can be learned.
mm,
How to handle the pressure. So this is what I like to say, because at in our college every exam is a competitive exam.
mm.
You learn how to handle pressure, and that I'll attribute most of my success to that also.
Even in ABC, you will see the same kind of a pressure. I think
Yeah,
you will. I think we will see you in Ahmedabad only. I think you would. That's the first choice you have.
yeah, I'd have another one.
That's okay. So, whatever the way you want to carry, if you want to show the slide or you want to start something, you want to say something before putting a slide.
No, no, I'll move on
So
to
I'll
this.
just, I'm muting myself as well as the video.
Yeah,
So whenever you are through with the whole thing, you can just tell me, okay?
yeah, okay, sure. I do not have sharing access.
Okay, just you can share. Uh, can you to share? Can't you see a share screen in between?
The host
You're
isn't
not a
letting me.
host. Okay, just a minute. I'll make you a host. Can you see it now?
Yeah. So are you able to see my screen?
Not now. I can't see a screen now. There is a share screen. There is a button in between all the things. In between, just in the center, you'll see a share screen. So, yeah,
Yeah,
now,
okay.
yes, I can see. I'm muting myself. Okay, even the video.
Sure, sure. So before I proceed into the main point of this session, a little bit about me. I graduated from IIT Bombay earlier this year in computer science and engineering, and I'm currently working at Wells Fargo. And I've also had the privilege of authoring a few published research papers on LLMs, what you call the Gen AI these days. And I had the privilege of getting JE Advanced 47, JE Mains 32, and on top of all those, I'd like to share that I'm passionate about photography, reading, and I enjoy football. I enjoy movies. I play football, and do keep in mind that playing, having some physical exercise every day is pretty good for your mind, pretty good for your body. So moving on, the main reason I'm here is to share my cat story, the cat preparation story, and my preparation story is far from conventional, because I didn't have a lot of time to prepare for a cat due to my job and other commitments, and I had to maximize and trust my abilities and maximize whatever I can get from them. So I relied on three simple steps, and those are understanding the format, structure, and patterns in the question paper. So whatever exam you're trying to attempt, there is a question paper being set by a particular institute. So understanding what the examiner wants to test is a crucial part in attempting the paper. So first, I've started by going through some YouTube videos to understand the format and the structure, and then to understand the patterns, I went through previous question papers, and these previous question papers should be solved under timed conditions only. So I didn't have a lot of time to follow a clear cut mock test series or a very well planned mock test series. So I've just made use of the previous question papers, and I've simulated the real time exam conditions, and I tried maximizing my marks in the previous year's question papers. And the third and the most important point that I'll keep on repeating for this session is focus on maintaining a clear mindset in the examination hall. So what made the difference? What made the difference between getting 100 percentile and not having an extensive preparation? That is, I've stayed calm and composed in the exam hall. I had a clear and focused mind, and understanding my strengths and making the best use of them. So let's move on to the next slide, and let me start by giving a section-wise strategies I've prepared. For myself, these are the exact uh, words I have written before a few days before the exam. So the verbal ability and reading comprehension, I've given GRE and TOEFL in my final year, and from there I was familiar enough with reading and analyzing long paragraphs, and you'd find many tips and strategies about how to read and analyze and how to tackle those. So for now, I'll be focusing on the exam strategy of the section. So there's a clean way to tackle any passage. You need not read the passage every time a new question appears. So for that, you need to take notes while reading. Take notes, just take notes. Whatever comes to your mind. It might be a like your mind was. There's always a mind voice. You talk to yourself in. I'll talk in Telugu. You'll talk in Hindi or something. Just write it down. Write it down. Whatever you feel when you're reading the passage. Whatever you notice when you're reading the passage. Even take notes of those also, not just the content of the passage. And focus on understanding what's given in the passage. There is this baggage we have where we know something about something and something about the topic given in the passage, and we carry that baggage into this passage. Do not carry anything outside of the passage. Just focus on what is presented in the passage to us, what is being told to us, and do not assume anything at all. And these are the four master tips I'll give to handle VARC section in exam. Let's move on to the next very what do you say, challenging section. So the logical reasoning and data interpretation section, the logical part of this section is to understand what's given to us, that is data interpretation, and what the question is asking, what is the examiner trying to test, and how to bridge the gap between what's given to us and what the question is asking. This is the logical thinking part we need to fill in. So my strategy for the exam is write down what you know from the question, and write down what you want from what the examiner wants from you, and focus on understanding what has been given, what we need to be getting from the information given, and try to bridge the gap. You would already know, you would have already practiced such questions. There will be just that clicking, that part of your brain clicking. Okay, yeah, this is what we have, this is what I get, and this is how I get to there. So to get to that, you need to, because in the questions they'll try to overcomplicate things by mentioning that, mentioning this, mentioning a lot, and trying to twist the words. when you write down what you know, when you write down what you want simply in the language you understand, then you will able to link it to some practice question you have done during your practice sessions or your mock test or something, and focus on understanding that. And stay calm, do not panic when they give huge questions, or how would you say, very complicated logics, a's mothers b's fathers and all. Just stay calm to avoid overcomplicating the problems, and focus on identifying patterns quickly. And I'd like to emphasize a lot on this: do not carry any baggage from the previous questions or the from the previous sub question, anything to the current question, because there might be a few extra conditions mentioned in the question earlier, but then this question doesn't take those assumptions into cause, and that will basically tamper your question. And the one another thing is, this is a timed exam, this is a very time constraint exam, and you need to maintain your speed, but maintaining speed comes with a cost of accuracy. And to maintain accuracy while maintaining speed is can be done only through extensive practice. Keep on practicing under timed conditions. Do not take a practice paper or do not take a practice set and just sit with it for 2 hours or something. Time it, keep a timer, whatever you can do, keep a timer, just doing those minutes. And next, for the next paper, for the next set, try to improve the number of questions and the number of questions you got correct. So this is for LRDI. And then coming to QA has been an easier part for me since I was coming from an engineering background and I had extensive preparation for that. And the exam strategy for this is avoid silly mistakes. There are no complicating questions in this. They'll try to complicate it with words, but this, as like we tackled LRDI, try to understand what we have been given, what we want, and how do we get there. So avoid silly mistakes. Do not make any calculation mistakes or X, Y, what. Read the question properly to know what they're actually asking. And there's this the second point I'd like to highlight: choosing the most efficient way to tackle a problem. So this can there will be multiple ways to solve any problem in mathematics, and you'd like to choose the most efficient way, the way which conserves time for you in the exam. So to understand which way is actually the most efficient requires a very extensive preparation and extensive practice. So keep on practicing, and remember that you have to practice under timed conditions to simulate the real exam environment and real exam experience. And same here, focus on accuracy, and this can also be done through practicing more and extensive practice. So, and the exam day strategy, there is a very nervous situation right before the exam day. You'll feel nerves kicking in, you'll have cold feet, you'll have everything. And for that, I'd say just put it to sleep, just avoid studying anything for the previous day if you can, and at least half day, just finish your preparation by 12 o'clock the previous day or something, and then just chill, just have a good reading session, or go play sports, or do something that doesn't remind you of the exam, and just sleep very peacefully. Don't have stress, don't have nerves, and a good night's sleep is very important for an exam. There'll be sessions in the early morning. For those, you have to sleep very early. So practice sleeping early, practice taking exams at that time, at the 10:30 slot. Practice taking exams. The mock tests also, please take them at the same slot. And there is this notion of having a hungry stomach. Do not I cannot function on a hungry stomach, so please do take a balanced meal before the exam. Not too heavy to distract you, to make you lazy, but take a balanced meal, take off your proteins, and you need to be very energetic and willing to solve questions, willing to read those questions. So please take a balanced meal before the exams and focus on avoiding silly mistakes, as I've been repeating. Do not overcomplicate the questions. The questions are simple. The questions are straightforward if you understand what they gave to you, what they want from you. So to try to understand those things, and please do not overcomplicate the questions. Please do not panic by looking at the questions, and solve systematically while managing time. This can be developed. This skill can be learned only through practice. Please keep on practicing, and that too under timed conditions. Do not just practice. Do not just start a practice set and go on for hours and hours about it. Keep a time, practice in that time, and do not carry any kind of baggage into or out of the examination hall. So there might be a something that might bother you on the day of the exam, and do not carry those baggages into or out of the examination hall. If the exam doesn't go well, good, it's okay. We'll get back to it harder next time. If it does go well, there is no point in taking it out of the examination hall and blowing it up. So just do not carry any kind of baggage into or out of the examination hall. And I'd like to close with a few closing notes. There is this notion that success is very much achievable by a very hard preparation, extensive preparation. But what contributes 50% to actual success is maintaining a calm mindset in the exam. The exam is the most crucial part of the journey, and you need to understand that maintaining whatever you do over the whole course of the year comes down to those 120 minutes, and you need to make sure you stay calm, make sure you stay composed, because I've been keep I've kept mentioning this a lot of times, and I'll mention it a few more times also. A calm and composed mindset and exam temperament is the best way to bring out whatever you know out of you. And keep things simple and trust your abilities and focus on exam temperament. And the most important things are take care of mental and physical well-being. Go play sports every day, have some exercise, and talk to your family, talk to your parents, talk to your brothers, siblings, your cousins, someone, or your friends, and take care of your mental being during the preparation. That will help a lot in maintaining the calm mindset I've been telling earlier. And stay relaxed. It's just another exam. Stay relaxed. It's just another of your mock test, and you'll find it awesome. You'll get there very well. And before I conclude, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Disastra, and this is amazing work they have been doing for their incredible mission to make quality education accessible to all. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share what I know and share what I have, share my journey. And thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Pranit, one of the best oration I have heard for quite a long time. So you
Thank you.
have some oration experience you seem to have.
Yeah, I have
So
handled.
what kind of an experience you have for? Have you been teaching or something?
I have taught a little during my college, but I've had oration skills since my childhood. I've spoken
Okay.
to large crowds.
Okay. So, Pandit, one question I want to ask.
Yeah.
Can we say that CAT is somewhat skewed towards the engineers and all? Can we say that?
Yeah, I'd probably say that because coming from engineering background, the QA section will be much easier, and we can give more time while preparation to VARC. And I think it is a lot skewed. You can even infer from the results this year. There's 13
Uh,
engineering, one non-engineering, and the same is repeating for
Is it,
99.9.
is it is it the difference is QA?
QA will make the most of the difference, and LRDA there will be a
QA, if you look at the level of the QA, Do you really think it will be a deciding factor? It will be a limiting factor in any way?
From few of my friends' experiences, I'd say QA would be a limiting factor,
Hmm.
and there'll also be LRDI. LR
QA,
reading those questions will be what do you say, a little overwhelming for students out
correct.
of engineering
You need
background.
to have an analytical understanding of
Yeah,
this. So, Paneet, it was great talking to you.
yeah,
And now, hoping that we will see you in Ahmedabad. I think you would be having these interviews, I think, might be in February or something.
yeah.
Then the final results will be in March and April. So, we would a big congrats for your achievement
Thank you,
and best of luck for
thank
all
you.
the interviews you're giving. I think you must be getting the calls from every IIMs, I think.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
Praneeth, do you even really feel even are you aiming for even overseas kind of a thing? Like, let's say maybe Harvard, Wharton, Kellogg's, or anything. Is that even your aim?
I have not aimed for overseas yet. I'll have to understand my options right now, but my goal has always been IIM Ahmedabad to
Like
stay in
one,
India.
yeah, one experience I want to share with you. Just
Yeah,
like, you, in 2000, I think 17, it was IT Daily. One guy talked just like you, and the same kind of a just like this interaction we were having. The same question I asked.
yeah,
So after he after the IIMs, he then went for Harvard and all. After the IIMs thing, 2 3 years he worked in a company, some startups he worked,
yeah,
and then he prepared once more, and then he prepared went for Harvard work and all. So obviously it will come as the things will keep going.
yeah.
Actually, best of luck. It was great talking to you. Yes,
Thank you. And I'm open for any Q&A if there are any questions.
a lot of it. There are a lot of questions. First of all, they are asking about the mocks. How many mocks a person should be aiming for?
So I'd say have a clear mock test plan and include previous year question papers into your mock test. Do not try to attempt them as something else, attempt them as practice sets. Include them in your mock test, and I'd say 15 mock tests would be good to,
Okay, 50. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Uh, but one more thing which many people are asking is how they should like many of the people are in good percentages and they will go for the interviews and everything. So there'll be one question which will come to everyone is why MBA? How they should answer this question?
So I am currently in the preparation for answering those questions, and I'd say
Yeah.
be clear, be honest. There will be a reason you would have given the exam. There will be a reason to choose this path.
Mm.
Be clear, be what you want to say, and give a dignified response. That will be all I'll say.
Okay. Salim, there are so many questions. I think let's wind it up now. Okay. So you have been traveling for quite a long time. I think even yesterday you were traveling, today even you are traveling. So take
Yeah,
rest. So best of luck. We'll after the when you'll get into the IIM, the once more we will be talking to you, maybe for more guidance and everything.
thank you.